Guys, welcome back to another Faye trailer. So we got the silhouettes yesterday. Wasn't really completely sure on who they were. One of them kind of looked like Ninian to me, actually, but I don't know. I wasn't 100% sure. So let's just go ahead and watch this and find out firsthand. All right, so we have Mia up first. Mia with a million alts. Interesting outfit from her there. Okay, so Mia, sword flyer, no special type of hero or nothing. I actually was half expecting her to be like a rearmed or an attuned hero here, considering I don't recall her wearing an outfit like this, but okay. Alright, so Mia, 40 HP, taking drops to attack speed and res from who knows where. So we got here 54 attack, 42 speed, 45 defense, 14 res. Some pretty abysmal res there. Alright, she can warp a million spaces because why not? So Ilian longsword. Yeah, that's why. No wonder. She's wearing clothes from Ilian. Because, like, I really don't recall Mia dressing that way. But actually, if I think about it, it is kind of an outfit in line with, like, Florina and them, right? Like Florina and her sisters, Fiora and... What was the other one? Fiona? Or Farina, right? The one you gotta pay 20,000 gold to recruit. So, yeah, that actually makes sense. So, normally in this time slot, they go for a tribe banner. It looks like this time they're going for a country banner. And the country this time around is Ilian. Okay, so Ilian Longsword, 16 might, 1 range, -1 special trigger. We got Phantom Speed Light. At the start of player phase or enemy phase, grants reflex, dodge, and truly incited. Oh boy, here we go, man. They did true charge and now truly incited. So what are we going to get, like true reflex, true divine nectar, and bullshit in the future? Oh, geez, here we go. Okay, so to unit and allies in 2 spaces, Reflex obviously is very good. Grants all stats up 15 to unit. Unit deals plus 25 damage, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by 15. And then reduce damage from foes' special by another 15. And also neutralizes guard on unit. And if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 10 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up, then you get Potent 100. And Truly Incited grants a bonus to all stats equal to the number of spaces from starting to ending position of whoever initiated times 2 with a max of 8. So a higher cap there than Insight actually has. So I guess that's really the only difference. Although, considering this is a completely different status effect, you can have Truly Incited as well as regular Incited at the same time, and they would just both stack up there. That's stupid if I think about it. Like, imagine if you have Reflex and True Reflex and you can stack both of them. Oh my god, what is this game? What are we doing playing this? Okay, Celestial Form, that's from the Mythic Balder. Alright, and then we have Blue Sky Gust. Enables Canto Distant 1, or Canto Distant +1 with a max of 4. If unit initiates combat, or if there is an ally in 3 columns of 3 rows centered on unit, grants attack and speed up 10. Unit deals +X times 4 damage. And reduce damage from foes' first attack by X times 3. First attack and their brave attack in this case. And then X is the number of allies in 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit times 3. It's quite a lot of damage you're getting. Wow. Actually, that's a lot. Yeah, 3 times 4. So that's 12 plus 12 true damage. And she has Potent. And you're free to give her the Erica Ring to brave attack. It's a pretty strong, and it has Canto Distant too. God damn, that's a stacked A skill. All right, then we have Heavenly Soar once again. Yeah, this B skill is ridiculous. In some cases, it's better than what was the other one? Air Superiority. This can be better because it's giving you true defense as opposed to like the Potent that you would be getting out of Air Superiority. So for units that innately have Potent, this is better. And it also scores 400 SP as well, which is nuts. And then we have Null Uplift Attack Speed, which again, really powerful C skill there. It's basically just a... Like, you can run it on the whole team if your whole team is flyers, and You're getting a stupid amount of true damage and stats out of that. So yeah, we continue on with the degeneracy that is the Fae meta. As if anyone expected any different. Alright, we're bullying female Grima for some reason. Oh, I like her attack animation there. She does like a flip with the sword. So, unmitigated stats, 61 attack, 49 speed, 21 res. Looks like she was at -7 to all three of those. Oh, we have Azura up next. Okay, so I guess this was the silhouette that I thought was Ninian. They kind of have similar hair. And they both have the thing on their head, like the headdress kind of thing. So I guess my mistake was understandable. But this Azura is going to be a Lance Flyer. The Ilian outfit actually does suit her. That does look like something she might be able to wear. It doesn't look all that different from her own outfit, actually. 1 defense. Okay, 1 freaking defense. 72 attack, 54 speed, 59 res, but take that with a grain of salt because she seems to have still water there. Well, not still water, crystalline water. Alright, she's a dancer, but she's attacking, apparently. Ilian Great Lance, 16 might, 1 range. Kanto Distant +1 with a max of 4. Grants a flat res up 3. For unit and allies in 3 rows of 3 columns centered on unit, grants all stats up Z. For unit, Z is 15. For allies, Z is 5. And deals +Y damage, excluding AoEs. For unit, Y is 25. For allies, Y is 10. So she has the drive exposure that is really good on these dancers, like the Bunny Plumeria, the Halloween Peony. During combat, and also if decreasing speed difference necessary to make a follow-up by 25 would allow unit or ally to trigger a follow-up. Then they get potent. Wow, she gives drive potent 100? No, not potent 100. She gives drive potent 50. If you can brave or if you can do a follow-up, then it's Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. If unit or ally cannot follow up or brave attack, X is 100. Otherwise, X is 50. Okay, it was worded a little bit out of order there, which confused me for a second. So she gives drive potent 50, basically. Then also reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15, and if unit initiates combat, then she has desperation, pretty much. Yeah, not a bad weapon. Good drive for a dancer. To give, like, drive potent and then drive exposure and the stats as well. Alright, Songful Essence. Range of 2. A 2-range dance. What? Excuse me? Grants another action to target ally, and if Kanto has already been triggered by the target ally, re-enables Kanto. At start of player phase or enemy phase, grants Draconic Hex and Preempt Pulse to unit and allies in 3 spaces for 1 turn. At the start of turn, grants unit can move 1 extra space to target allies within 3 spaces of unit. If support partner other than Cav with a range of 2 is on the player team, targets any support partner. Otherwise, targets the ally with the highest attack at the start of battle, excluding unit and cavalry allies with a range of 2. Okay, so you can't give +1 range to, or plus movement to range cavalry, even though at this point that's moot balancing because it doesn't even matter. We have freaking Uma Lin who gives range style to everybody. We got like Lin who hits from 6 spaces away. Is it really that broken at this point in time to give ranged cavalry units +1 movement? And then also at the start of battle excludes increases to attack granted after allies deployed, like mythic effects, great talent, and so on. And you can't target another dancer or a singer with this dance skill. So all that stuff makes sense. Pretty nice support though. Draconic Hex and Preempt Pulse, pretty good for a dance support effect. Alright, then Crystalline Water, Def Res Discord, and then Speed and Defense Cruxploy. Yeah, Cruxploy, pretty good for these high res, especially for a dancer too, where she literally just wants to support. So here she is bullying Fallen Dedu. Wow. Not even with a special. She just crushed him with regular attacks. What have we come to where even the freaking support dancer is just making mincemeat out of the armored save unit here? I'm guessing Nerthuz is only attacking to show off the drive supports of Azura here. Not that it was necessary, but okay. All right, and then, of course, there she goes with the dance. And then she has her Kanto Distant, which is nice. So 8 defense, but then she gets back, I think it's 8 from Crystalline Water. So she has 16 base defense, which makes sense. Okay, we have Minerva. What is this banner? This is like a variety pack banner. It's like characters from all over the place. So Minerva is going to be a Axe Flyer. She may be the demote, too, because she's in slot. Yeah, she's totally the demote. So 41 HP, 63 attack, 41 speed, 38 defense, suffering drops, and then 19 res. Oh, she has a preference passive, though, for a demote. That's pretty good. Ilian Battle Axe, 16 might, 1 range, Kanto Distant, +1 with a max of 4, -1 special trigger. At start of turn and after unit X, and then if Kanto triggers after Kanto, inflicts speed and defense -7, frozen, and sabotage on the closest foes and foes in 2 spaces of those foes through the next actions. Grants all stats of 15. Unit does +25 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 15. Reduce damage from foes' special by 15. And also, when unit special triggers, nullifies non-special DR from enemies. Okay. Alright, then she has Ignis. We got Dragoon Pillar. At start player phase or enemy phase, grants attack liberate and speed liberate, and neutralize effective against flying to unit and allies in 2 spaces. Grants all stats of 9, and unit deals +7 damage. Reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7, inflicts guard on the foe per attack, and grants special cooldown count -X to unit before first attack and before first follow-up. Ooh, getting it on both is pretty good. X is the number of staff and flying allies on the map, including unit with a max of 3. Oh, wow, so she could just straight up get -3 on her first and follow-up attacks. That's quite a lot. All right, then we also have 7 HP recovery after combat. I don't know why they feel the need to explain speed liberate. It's going to be the same as all the other liberates, except this one just does speed. And then we have Wyvern Rift there. So, yeah, wow, pretty good for a demote. Actually, she has a gold border B skill. Pretty solid A skill that's uninheritable, and then her weapon is pretty good. If this is going to be what the demote units look like moving forward, that's not too shabby. But then again, she is a seasonal demote, right? So we got to work for it. Unmitigated stats here. We got 48 speed and 45 defense. All right, then here is the duo hero. So we have Florina and Hilda. Huh. Not really a combo I would have expected, but they do look very cute there. I wonder what Marianne has to say about this. She's probably upset, right? Because Hilda is like her bae. All right, so Hilda is taking the lead. That's interesting. Hilda is going to be the lead unit here. It would have been nice for Florina, because we've already had duo Hilda with Marianne before for the summer, and Hilda was the main unit there too. So it would have been nice if she was the backpack this time, but she's going to be a colorless bow flyer. Okay. All right, so we got 40 HP, 63 attack, 48 speed, 40 defense, and then 17 res. Okay, so it looks like they can rally and then do something else afterwards. They have the bonus action after rally assist. Skybound Bow, 14 might, 2 range, effective against flying, -1 special trigger. If a rally or a movement assist is used by unit, grants Coax to target for 1 turn and grants another action to unit. Okay, I wonder what that does. Coax? That's a new status effect. The rally or movement assist is used by unit or target's unit. Inflicts attack speed and defense -7, exposure, and panic on the closest foes to both unit and target ally, or unit and targeting ally after movement, and foes in 2 spaces of them through the next actions. Allies on the map with Coax active deal +7 damage. And then if Savior has not triggered, those allies attack. Wow. What? She gives support Brave with Coax as a status? Dude. To basically the whole team? Well, that's different. Alright, then we get all stats of 15, +25 damage, +1 special cooldown per attack, and then 15 DR during combat. And then if unit speed is better than the foe's speed, or if unit is not adjacent to an ally with an active Coax effect, unit attacks twice. So she also has the Brave attack pretty much. And Coax grants a status that can trigger certain skill effects to unit. Certain skill effects, huh? You may want to specify what those are. Is that just like Brave attack? Now, there was another status in the game that said something similar to this. And I believe it was worded somewhere in here in the actual description, but hell if I know, man. Rally Def Res Plus, Waning Shot, 4-hit special, boosts damage by 80% of the greater of unit speed or defense when special triggers. I'm guessing this is going to be a bow exclusive skill, just by the name. Inflicts penalty to foes' attack and defense equal to the highest penalty on each stat between the target and foes in 2 spaces of target. Calculates each stat penalty independently, and then reduce damage from foes' first attack by 40% during combat, including their Brave attack as well. Alright, and then attack speed airspace. So we got here another new ace skill on this banner. Enables Canto 2. If unit initiates combat or is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 10 to unit, and unit deals +X damage during combat. If any space in 2 spaces of unit or foe has a Divine Vein effect applied, is defensive terrain or counts as difficult terrain or impassable terrain. For units other than flying, then X is 12, otherwise X is 7. So yeah, the other skill we looked at earlier too had basically +12 true damage. So both of these are giving you a boatload of damage there. And then recovers 7 HP after combat. Very interesting. Alright, then she has attack speed favor and then strat assault. So yeah, true charge makes its comeback here. It's kind of interesting. They didn't even wait on that one. They just immediately gave it to us. It's not like certain other passives, like Momentum, for example, that's been only on 1 unit. But we're already getting access to True Charge, like almost immediately after Edelgard came out. And then here's their Harmonic skill. So grants Resonant Blades to unit and allies from the same titles. So we got here FE7 and then 3 houses. Inflicts Frozen and Share... Oh, wow. Share Spoils Plus, too. That's really good. On the closest foes and any foes in 2 spaces. Yeah. That's a really good duo button. And it's not just... It's like... It's kind of better than the dance buttons, because if you're inflicting Share Spoils, anyone can take advantage of that as long as they hit the opponent. It's not like, okay, pop the duo button and then certain ally gets the extra action, like the unit who pops the button or the unit in 2 spaces with the most HP or whatever. Like here, you get a little bit more control over who is actually going to get the extra action there. So that is pretty good. There, so she goes for the rally there. She gets her extra action, and then this time Holst is going to be the one to attack, and he gets his Brave attack there because he was given Coax, and then Coax gives him Brave attacking. And then also the enemy had Share Spoils, so he gets to move again. Interesting choice for a banner concept, just like making an Ilian banner. Normally I would say, oh look, there's the GHP or the Tempest Trial on the map, but... they went ahead and made those extinct. So, yeah, no more sneak previews of who that is. Minerva is, in fact, the demote, but at this point in the game's lifespan, we need demotes on regular banners to be that capable. Don't just shoehorn them onto seasonal banners, man. We need those in the regular demo pool. So, is this banner worth summoning on? This is very interesting. So, Azura is definitely a very good and competent dancer. Is she the best dancer? I don't know, man, because that Bunny Plumeria does have the dance button, which a dancer with a dance button is just next level. And for the most part, they seem to do similar stuff, but then this Azura is giving more interesting support with stuff like +1 movement and then also Draconic Hex and stuff. Like, those are things that Bunny Plumeria doesn't necessarily do. But I think probably the extra action economy from her is just more worth it. And then this Hilda over here is very good too, man. I would say this is a skip. But at the same time, there's definitely value to be had here. Like, if you don't have Plumeria or if you don't have the Halloween Peony, this Azura is definitely an option for your best potential dancer. The Mia actually looked pretty good too, if I'm remembering right. So, yeah, there's not really any bad pull on this banner. It's just that at this point in the game's life, I feel like you got to be holding out for those emblem heroes or like those really obviously game-breaking heroes. Like, for example, Black Knight on release and stuff like that. Baby Camilla, New Year Balder. Like, those are the types of units you want to go all out and summon. And units with the crazy drive cruxes now, too. Like, Duo Freya and, again, New Year Balder. They have these crazy crux skills, which really swing the tides in your favor. So we're not really seeing that here, and I think that is something to keep in mind. But, yeah, if you do want to summon, knock yourself out, because there's nothing really wrong with summoning on a banner that has all these seemingly really good units. Now, one sec, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Twitter for the new passive inheritances. Okay. So let's take a look here. Waning Shot is looking like it is, in fact, bow only, and then it is all movement types. So, yeah, kind of what I expected there. Attack Speed Airspace is for flyers only, obviously. Speed and Defense Crux Ploy, flyers, obviously. And then Blue Sky Gust. So, calves and flyers, and then melee only, and no dragons and beasts, unfortunately. I don't know why they get shafted out of so many passives. It's so weird. Like, it's melee only, but then 2 of the melee units don't get it. Come on, man. That's not fair. But, yeah, that's pretty much everything about this banner. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And just end on this very cute artwork there. So, there you guys go. This is your boy Tacho signing out. And I'll catch y'all again tomorrow for the Data Mines.